Hey everyone, today I'm going to be taking you through another week of clients in nail school. I'm about halfway done with my hours now, so definitely let me know if you want to see more of these. I actually do have another nail school video I will link up top if you want to check that out as well. So starting with the first client this week, this was actually another Mani student in my class, Aaliyah, and this was on a Tuesday where we typically only do theory, but we were allowed to practice this day, so she did ask me to do a full set of Gel X for her. So we actually went ahead with that. Again, only my second time really doing it, so I'm still working with the learning curve of it. There was actually quite a bit of a mishap when we were doing this. So the gel that you use to apply when you're doing the flash cure, I put way too much right here on this right thumb. You can't really see it in the video. I actually didn't notice it till after we clipped the length off, but there was a lot of seepage that came out on the side. And I did kind of debate whether I wanted to talk about this in the video, but I thought about it, and I think it's important to recognize, the mistakes that we make and acknowledge them. And, thankfully I am in school right now, and I have a wonderful instructor who is very helpful when, anything happens, or, we're just requesting help on anything. So I did consult with her, and she did let me know to kind of just separate the excess gel from the skin and clip off what I could, and file it down to where it is comfortable for the client. So you can see here I'm kind of just pushing it away from the skin what I could. Thankfully this was on another student as well, so she was very understanding. Kind of a learning moment for both of us as well. So after filing and shaping everything, we're just going in with this nice pink nude base for her, and she did let me do kind of like a freestyle for her nail art. So I just kind of decided to do a simple blooming gel design for most of the fingers, and then on the ring finger I've been kind of wanting to experiment more with 3D gel. Also the reverse chrome method, so it wasn't really a chrome, more like an aura chrome powder, so just a very light iridescent shade. You'll see kind of the process of it. Now I'm not really the best at it, but still something I wanted to practice. And for the following day, I did have a little bit of time before my first client to do some practice. Now, this is just me trying to take the tip off from the last week. These are always like super stuck on there for some reason, just the ring finger. But yeah, still practicing on my 3D flowers and getting all the beads the correct size. But before we did do that, I did have to lay down some acrylic first. So just don't mind the pinky. I did go like way too thick for some reason, but I was able to file it down. So after laying down that first rhinestone, my instructor actually did go ahead and show me my first little petal there. A big tip she did let me know that has helped is to really just let the bead sit on your brush for about 10 seconds, and also once you place it down to wait a little bit longer, because if you start just like going in to the petal right away trying to shape it, it just starts to get way too runny, and you just don't really want a runny bead. Honestly, for the 3D art, it's much better to be working with a little bit more of like a, not dry bead, but just one that has already started to do the polymerization. Another tip she did let us know is just adding a few drops of acetone to the monomer dish. Apparently it just helps to dry the bead again just a little bit faster, so it's easier to work with. But I have noticed, You do have to kind of go in quickly because with the faster drying time, it can be a little bit harder to maneuver everything. After like 30 seconds, it's kind of already set into its shape. So again, it's just like practice makes perfect, you know. I just want to practice these as much as I can, just to perfect them, because I actually really like doing acrylic and 3D art. So this is something I really want to specialize in. So after I got to do that little practice time, my client did come in to do a soak off and another little mani with gel. Now this is actually one of my best friends. I've known her since I was 3 years old. So she came in, I did her nails last time, but she was letting me know she didn't really like the thickness of the gel, but she does like how long it lasted. So I did recommend to try out the Kiara Sky gel pods that I have. She did want like more of a dark color, so we chose Plumsy, which is like that deep purple color, and did like a nice little shimmery topper on top. Unfortunately, my phone did die towards the end, so you won't really see the whole application process, but I do have a photo at the end of the finished result. Now for my last client of this week. This was someone who came in for a full set of Gel X nails. So this was another opportunity for me to practice. We did end up doing short squares for her shape, and she did let me know she was pretty indecisive on what she actually wanted to do. She started with like maybe doing white French tips, and then she's like, well, actually I kind of want to do black and, you know, have some accent nails in there. So another thing I have been wanting to try a little bit more of is leopard print. So I asked her if that was okay, and she said that was fine. So we went ahead and did that for her ring finger, and then just a full black nail on her index finger. So after finishing all the nail art on this set, just went ahead and top coated everything, and she did request that I go in and kind of file and crisp up the shape a little bit more. Another thing I have been kind of struggling with is keeping the gel super thin, so sometimes I do get like a little bit of a flare at the top, which it's no problem. I'm happy to, crisp it up at the end. Just gotta watch, how thick I'm making my gel. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like and consider subscribing. Also, let me know if you want to see more of these videos again. I do have about 200 hours left in school, so definitely something I am planning on recording more content for. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.